First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us.
Of course.
I guess, soft question first. How are you feeling about tomorrow?
Well, it's a funny thing in this sport to try to convince people of your skills and abilities. I think an old athlete once told me, you're only as good as your last meet, right? Your worth is proved every time, and this sport is a sport of provers. So it doesn't really matter what I could say, it matters what I can prove tomorrow. But I'll have to say, I got to bet on myself. It's been 10 years in this sport. I've been to the Bislett Games 7 times. I've won it 3 editions. And it's just one of my favorite. This is what I'm good at, right? This is what I'm good at. Now, I may not be the best in history at it. This is what I'm good at. And I'm going to be hard to beat tomorrow. I think I can actually put a Bislett Games best on the field. My fitness is great. I had a meet at home the other day, a good tune-up. And as an athlete, it's a bit of a slam dunk. Hopefully it goes great.
I mean, 10 years in the sport is really something incredible.
Well, I think I've had more years as a professional than I had prior. So I've done more meets in a Nike uniform or a Team USA uniform than I ever did for any other team. It's a weird balance that I've been at the top of the sport longer than I was coming up in it, so to speak. And it's a weird thing. I'm in my prime. I kind of see that. I'm stronger and faster than I've ever been. I have more tools, more wisdom, more friends, more need, more kids. I think all those things make a man better. And I think the best is yet to come for me. My goal this year is to break the American record by any means necessary. And it's going to be a long, hot season, and I'm going to need it in order to be sharp for it.
I love that, by any means necessary. So obviously, having spent 10 years in the sport, you've witnessed this development of pole vault throughout the years, and it now has this incredible ability to hold people in a stadium, I find. The meet will have long ended.
Well,
people will still be jumping.
Absolutely. Sometimes vaulting can kind of seem niche. Just like you might be a European and you don't understand maybe golf. Or now everything's coming into resurgence because there's a fan group for everything. Pole vaulting is a storyteller's dream for track and field. I'm not going to give the elevator pitch. I'll give a short one because most people want to use pole vault to fill in. But if you watch the X's and O's, you see men having to make changes. And I think in the future we'll have to encourage our fans to be even more educated on the event because it's high, it's dangerous, man, it's fun, it's electric. And I want to see, I think Mondo, me, and Emmanuel have all bled this year on the track. You don't see that in every event. It can be kind of daunting for a new person to come up in it. It can kind of be scary. It's really hard to break into the big league right now. And I kind of feel for the next generation. It can be daunting to say, oh, well, if I want to be a pro, I've got to have a piece of what Mondo's got. It's hard to take it from a guy that can't be beat. Yeah. It's really tough.
It's going to be hard, really, to compete with this current class of athletes that you guys are.
And that's kind of the job. And what I've learned over these years is that, sadly, in this sport, you eat your young and you retire your heroes. And that's just what it takes. I hope the sport grows one day. I hope it changes. I hope it's Flow Nation. I hope it's not just FloTrack, because at the end of the day, there's just not enough spots. We can't. I've got to go. My job is to go make it hard for everybody else. And I want to be the encourager. I want to be the supporter. I think in my 10 years, I've built the community of pole vaulters up to a point of brotherhood, not a point of, fighting for table scraps. And making it fun is making it inviting, right? Making it inviting. And everybody can see that everybody has a shot. That's the thing about pole vault. Whenever you line up between the lines, the whole world gets to turn off. And you've got to turn on every bit of focus you have. And people can zero in on that. And once you do it right, guys have got to do it right a lot. You've got to paint a picture of success. People love winners. People love winners. Mondo's a winner incumbent. I'm a winner. I've had undefeated seasons before. And people love to see guys that kind of are vulnerable sometimes. I think it'd be good for Mondo's career if he lost occasionally. That's just me, though.
I'll let you tell him.
I'll tell him that. He already knows.